up, witches? Oh, all right. Let's get our Minecraft on. You know, I've been absent from the stream a few days. It's been a busy week here. Family coming to visit. Kids getting back in school. Just a lot going on. A lot going on. What's up, family? We'll do a little Minecraft, start the stream off. I still got to check back in on Diablo, but you know, just trying to get a new Minecraft server going for the new year. Everybody in the Discord voted to start a new one, so that's what I'm get set up here. What is this? My OBS acting up. What is happening here? It's in my camera right now, so Rome. I figure out why OBS keeps failing to launch my camera here. Start OBS. No, still. I think a dog wants to go out. Let's try shutting that window down. One of these. That made. Not putting my window where I want it. Got it. So it was that. There we go. Now we're talking. Right. Now let's fire up to Minecraft. So what's up with you, fam? Oh, wow. Minecraft just crashed. Okay. Try that again. I need to update my shader pack. Check to see if it has an update for a while. Resources failed to load. Yep. Shader failed to load. I'll play without the... Without it, it looks... Can disable my min alarm because I'm already. Bit of let's try this one. Development version. Try this one. If it'll load that one may use a little bit less. And grab. Go to sleep. How do you don't need that, don't need that. Cutters. Get here. That down there. Alright. Or leaves white on this extra pack. I know it said it was in development, but I may have loaded up the wrong one. Yeah, they're supposed to be green. White. Now there's a lot of beehives that are spawning on these trees. Well, we're gonna have a pre-made bee farm. Trouble might be causing that. Let's go with global resources. Better nature add-on not working right? Is that what's not working correctly? I'll leave it for now. Doesn't make anything else look weird. Like I said, there's got to be an update for this texture pack somewhere then. Go mining. there's a cave down here I hadn't really got the chance to explore yet. Way at the bottom. I think that's where Bedrock was. I was going this tunnel. That's right. Crafting. House. Trying to get all the resources. Yeah, this was a tunnel I didn't get a chance to finish exploring. It's got fuck off. Oh, there's more of it. Stops the flow of water over there. Shit. Hard to see. Oh, come here. Blocks now. Here. Oh, that did not work. Yeah, I planned it. Okay. Solid block, not a gravity. Ah! Fighting the water. Up here. Okay. Out anyway, so I can see what I'm doing. Water back down to the level it was at. Cap it off right there. Lock everything, so now we can see what's on the other side here. Nothing back here. Is that right? Yeah, because I got it on the right going in and the left coming out. So left, you're on your way. Let's widen this up a bit so we can have a look around. mark the exit here. Ah! Fucking damn it. Heard it too. Come here, asshole. God damn it. Need to make a shield. Alright. Mark the exit here. Lets me know to go in that. This. There, so it'll shine a little more light. There we go. Oh, I should keep enemies from spawning. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Ah, found a dungeon. Cool. And it had a free bucket. Kinds of goodies in here. Sweet horse armor. Horse armor DLC. Before I explore this area too much, let's go back and explore the other area on the other side of the lava pit. Alright. Oh, I forgot to bring some. Get rid of this. Oh. Much as I love the free light source, it's dangerous. Back for more torches. I didn't realize I'd go through them this fast. Oh, sweet fucking diamonds. Yeah. All kinds of goodies in here. Okay, let's go back. Grab my iron pickaxe I forgot to get. Mine some of this shit. Diamond pickaxe. I can mine this obsidian too. And I need more torches. Then we need a fishing rod. Better gear. Books. I think I saw somebody had an enchantment table. Bookshelves make an enchantment room. I was gonna put all that in my new house I built. Not exactly a smooth animation running upstairs, but it is the fastest way to get out of here instead of all the jumping. Hope nobody gets motion sick. I believe they let all my villagers die. I'm going to find a way to get villagers back in here.
What's good?
My noodle.
Yep. Just rage quit Fallout 4 because I am a Chad and I can do that.
Y'all let all my villagers die.
Sus didn't do that.
Log in and there's no villagers left in my village. Building myself a house over there and I was like, oh shit, there's no villagers left. Where'd I put my pickaxe? Some diamond like iron pickaxes. Almost broken. Take another one. Up some of this.
Oh yeah, Minecraft is breaking too. Let's go, baby.
Do Minecraft.
Just crashed.
Yeah, mine crashed when I first launched it up. I had to launch it again. I think mine was more my texture pack fucking up. I may need to check and see if there's an update for it. Yeah, I see all the villagers are dead, but the golem is alive and trapped inside a fence with horses. So he couldn't defend the villagers, and they died. However the hell that happened.
Well, when I was on, I made sure the villagers were alive before I got off, so...
At some point, they all died, but there is a village close enough to here that we can cart those villagers over here if we really want villagers in this village. But I'm not going to worry about that until we secure the village like we did the last one. That's assuming we even keep this map and don't just go back to the last one. Because if the problems we were having on the last map was Minecraft problems and not map-related problems, then there's no need to even switch. Lose all the work we've done. But we won't know until we... That's all we can do is keep playing on this map, and if the same problems happen on this map that happened on the last one, we'll just switch back. Gotta get to that point first. Diamonds. Get a full set of diamond armor. Then I get some enchantments put on it. Peter Goat? Your name confuses me. Okay, I got it. Holes falling right there. Blah, blah, blah. There we go. Diamonds! Diamonds supposed to be easier to find now that there's more caves to explore? The new Caves and Cliffs update? Is that what that's supposed to mean? No. That too. Or I couldn't get before because I forgot to bring my iron pickaxe down here. Here without burning myself to death on the lava. People on the internet piss me off. Trying to sell my my Oculus headset on OfferUp. It's an original Quest, and I want the Quest 2 anyway. So I'm like, you know what? I'll sell these and upgrade. And this dude starts messaging me on there. And within 30 minutes, he sent 10 messages. I replied to none of them, by the way. He sent 10 messages before I had time to reply to one. Basically, getting pissed off that I didn't reply to him. Sent a message, and then within 30 minutes, he had sent 10 more messages going, why aren't you answering me, bro? I want to buy you and just getting super aggressive. And I'm like, dude, you're not exactly making me want to sell to you here. Holy shit. Water. Wait, why is there still water? Is that a source block? That's a source block. What else is a source block? The row is source block. Row is source block. Guys are looking for Didion. Just found a fucking mother load of it. What is this? Oh shit, hold on. I gotta make a shield. There are a lot of enemies down here. I found one of the new massive caves.
Cool.
Yeah, let's explore the shit out of this place. Skeletons, Endermen. Fucking lava pool. Let's see if I can get rid of some of the lava here. Killing myself. Lava to flow, because lava flows slow. We also have a shitload of beehives now. Just from me farming trees because I needed the wood. And every time it would grow a new tree, like 1 in every 5 trees got another beehive. So my tree farm has turned into a bee sanctuary.
Oh, yeah.
Ah, sweet lapis. Starting chanting shit now. Mark where the exit is. I think I'm going to use this natural rock formation. torches on it as a beacon. Couple of those on here. That from a distance, be like, that leads back to the. Okay. That gold. The gold. Brown. Whole lot of torches in here since on lava for light already. Oh shit! I heard you. Huh, that's a weird spawn. That. Lava has spawned in a way that didn't flow for some reason. Tap off the pools of lava. Navigate down here and see what's behind the lava falls. There. Diamond back here? What's back here? What do you have? Your goodies. Looks like something out of the fucking nether. Formations are wild. Kidding when they called it caves and cliffs, man. Man, caves are massive. Another source block? Lava here when they're. Oh! Almost fucked up right there. Tap it off. Cap this off too, just as a way to mark rubbed in. Ow! Get. Ow. Ow. Why am I still on fire? Okay, I shouldn't be on fire anymore. There we go. Where the lava was, nothing behind that lava fall. That was worth looking at anyway. Got over here. Pretty sweet cave. I'm gonna need a bow. I'm running into these damn skeletons. Don't mind me, buddy. I'm just here to say hi. How you doing? Okay. Okay. God damn it. Really annoying. Stop it. Better armor. Others start trading with some hoglings. Anybody built another portal yet? Pretty small veins here. A little cave right there. In here. Diamonds. Take those. Diamond. Quiet tonight.
Yeah. I guess I just don't really have anything to talk about, I guess. That's really it.
Oh, that's what was wrong.
Yeah. Did you see my house? Well, the start of my house?
I saw you building something over there, but I hadn't really gone up there to look at what it was. Working on my house and just around our own town yet. They lead anywhere? Check it out here. Yeah, it does. This thing's kind of skinny cave. It just kind of keeps going. Fine right here. I can grab these resources.
Okay, I'm going to the nether.
Okay. Deep in a hole over here. I'll make a set of iron armor before I make diamond. Hold on to my diamonds for now until I find a use for them. Is that what I want to do with them? Tools or armor? How do I want to? Okay. So a skinny cave, or I can go back to the big open area. Cave back here. Here, 'cause I saw that diamond.
There's basalt and blackstone nearby.
Hopefully we're not too far from a fortress where you spawned in at. Then you're already seeing that. Oh shit! That is a lot of slime. Slime, skeletons, zombies, creepers, everything spawns down here despite all the lava giving light to this cave. It's just spawning shit. Damn, it's spawning a lot of shit.
Yeah, that's the downside to the new big caves. They just spawn everything.
Yeah, there's a shit down there. That one just despawned.
Okay, going through the basalt delta.
Head back up real quick before I... Stuff in here. I need better armor and gear if I'm gonna be down here endlessly fighting shit while I'm mining.
I got about 32 diamonds in one of them big caves.
Yeah, I've already found quite a bit.
And Joy's also found like 30.
Diamonds are no longer an in-game item. They're the start of your in-game now.
They never really were in-game. Their spawns have been like that before. They didn't really up the spawns. They're just now more visible.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is it's even easier to find now.
Not seeing a fortress.
Yeah, diamonds being easier to find, which means now your end games are enchantments. Been like that for a while. Oh, farms while I'm up here. Ah. Put a armor right there. 3 more diamonds, and I'll have enough to make a whole set of diamond armor, but I'm just going to save my diamonds for now.
Yeah, I already made an enchantment table. It's in Enjoy's house. Saw the anvil light blaze. Oh my god. Oh, this could be dangerous.
Bob?
I'm on an edge, there's a mob. Just get the fuck out of there.
Hey, grab me some glowstone right in there.
Okay. It's gonna just not grab any until we get self-patch so we can get lots of it.
I mean, I got some off a Wandering Trader earlier, but already started building a house. Figure might as well start putting some lights in it.
Always put torches.
Yeah, I've got torches, but you know me, I like to look pretty. We'll grab some.
Don't look pretty.
Well, I decided against going with a lava-based lighting system this time. Seems prone for accidents. Get to take it and grab a button. Lava farm. Got a cauldron right across the street here. Got that cauldron and put it somewhere. container of this. Turn the well into a cauldron area to drip stone well. Yeah, that's what I'll do. That'll look cool. Turn the well in the middle of the village into a dripstone well for a dripstone well. So we get dripstone for lava. And it'll probably double as a trash can. That's how he likes to make his trash cans. Melon seeds.
I already have a whole melon farm.
Put these with your melon farm. Some seeds in a chest down in that cave. I found a dungeon.
I think I found 3 so far.
Yeah, I found a few. Yeah, I see you. Let me give you those.
Well, there's a nether forest. Well, that's a cave.
Crimson?
Yeah. There's food on here.
Farms just so we got some food. Oh.
Sure, I got one of them.
Where the hose at?
To the left.
It's streaming on Twitch. Ah. Got jokes. Couple of spots on this one.
Golden fucking chest piece. That was close. Oh, base drop leather.
Well, there's a lot of potato farms here. Not complaining. Potatoes are good source of food. Raw or baked.
Who's baked? I'm baked.
That why you're not so talkative.
No, I actually haven't smoked in a while.
That why you're not so talkative.
You're funny. I haven't been smoking for I think I've smoked once in like 6 months.
Proud of you.
Oh, yeah,
I mean,
totally.
I don't know how I feel about sober wolf waffle.
It's been sober wolf waffle for a time. I mean, it ain't like being like a meth addict. I don't always act like I'm on meth.
Oh no. I mean, there's a discernible difference between a little toki and God bless this meth. I should be able to sleep even though you're in the nether. Turn those two farms into straight up wheat farms. Yeah, it counts you as sleeping even though you're in the nether. Okay. Cool.
I cannot find another fortress. So have you ever heard of Conan Exiles?
I have. Heard it wasn't very good.
Yeah. It's not. I'll give it this. It has better combat than Ark.
Exactly impressed with Ark either.
I got like a whole stack of seeds if you want.
Ah, it's fine. I was just trying to do these little NPC farms. Village, since they aren't here to tend to them anymore.
Yeah, that's why I usually lock them in their houses.
Yeah, that's what we should have done. But since you've already got farms and shit.
I'm not doing carrots or potatoes, I'm just doing sugarcane milling.
Yeah, I got potatoes down there.
Well, there's potatoes in here anyway, like this top chest or barrel.
Okay, well, and that's what we'll do. I'll use your top barrel for seeds and plantable materials. Apparently, other stuff you're not making. That's beets. Some beets.
Yeah, who the fuck needs beets? Oh yeah, come up here. Go over here. There was a whole mountain up here.
Oh, you cleared off the mountain?
This hill was like 5 blocks taller.
I made my house in the middle of the lake down there. A little lake house.
You crazy.
Well, I saw half a bridge there, and I was like, I'll just extend that and put a house there, and have a little fishing spot on the back, a little back porch with a fishing spot, a little boat action going on. Need to get rid of this tree farm right here. Crap, I'm being chased by a creeper. Come on. Come on, buddy. Follow me. I'm just gonna bait him into the water. If he explodes in the water, it won't damage anything around me. Come on, come and get me. Ow! Shit! Shit! What the fuck? I jumped into the water to let the creeper explode and like 30 fucking drowned down there.
Hey, you might be able to get a trident.
Yeah, I just got fucking killed by a trident. Damn. God, they do a shitload of damage.
Yep, one throw is as much
Fuck!
as
I can't even get my shit back now. There's like 3 of them down there throwing, and they just all hit me at once. You got a bow or something?
We have a trident in your house. I'll try to use that.
God, I'm so sick of the drow. Trying to grab my shit back real quick. Feel some of it floating over there. Damn it! Oh, I tried to float in the fucking water so he wouldn't damage anything. Yeah, I gotta get out of there.
Water.
Yeah, I gotta make some armor. Armor. I've already broken most of it anyway.
I shouldn't get iron armor yet.
No, I hadn't really had a need for it till just now. Taking a trident. Goddamn armor to fight back with. Die in one shot now. Oh, please tell me you died because you tried to chase me onto dry land and the sun killed you. Looks like that's what happened. Sweet. I gotta fight him. Lost all the levels I'd gotten, but whatever. I saw some clay down here, but I guess not. Care about the levels right now anyway. Keep all the plant-based food up at your house then. Free farm somewhere else, 'cause like where it's at. Blocking my view of everything from my house. Only real use for beetroot is dye.
And that one stew that uses it that gives you like absorption.
Yeah, other than that, it's pretty good. I mean,
But then again, it's also like
free source of red dye. Trying to roll out the red carpet. That's the easy way to get it, right there. Oh, speaking of offer up, got another message here. Let's see what this one says. Swear to God, if it's the same guy, I'm just gonna block him.
Bit by bit, creative imagination began to a new art form.
What? Oh, what part of the price is firm do you people not understand?
What are you trying to sell again?
My Oculus headset. I'm not desperately trying to sell it, but I do want to have an Oculus Quest. I'm trying to get the Quest 3 was rumored to be coming out this year, so kind of skipped the Quest 2, and I don't really use it all that much, so I'm like, you know what, I'll just wait for the next one. But I'm not trying to desperately sell it. If I can't get a decent price for it, I'll just keep it. Tired of people messaging me with these, like, you $100 for it. I'm like, I gotta go fuck yourself. You $50 for it. I go fuck yourself.
We really got to
Really?
change the tagline for Warframe.
What's the tagline?
Ninjas play free.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, damn. I mean, it kind of made sense back when you were trying to sell the game, but it's no it's time to stop.
Yeah. Got glowberries blocking the doorway. Oh, I didn't even realize you weren't in here anymore. It's me. Extra pack, not loading right. Get up on Google. See if there's an updated version of it now that the Caves and Cliffs update is officially out.
Too soon to act on it, can we ever be? That all depends on what you're feeling from me. Show you all the way. Let me show you all
Oh shit. OBS crashed for Dr. Disrespect and he lost all of his shit. Like all of his scenes and shit.
Ah, that sucks. Downloading. Get interview mode. Throw some batteries into my vape. Why I no respawned? Because I don't check offer up that often. Respond when I see it. I don't sit by my phone all day just waiting for an offer up response. How the people on that app, man.
Yeah, I just do eBay.
I see you joining the Minecraft? Downloading hopefully a new one. I did find a way I could set the world spawn after we get a decent town built without it disabling achievements. But it looks like it's going to be a lot of work, so I don't know if it's worth it or not. I'll have to back up the world before I try it. I have to go in. Manually edit some files to change spawn location. It's Bedrock. You know we roll Bedrock for that. For all the console junkies who join the stream. all the Minecraft streamers do Java, so somebody got to show Bedrock some love. Right? I mean, I saw the mod that's supposed to give you cross-platform compatibility between Java and Bedrock. But it's buggy. It's not. You wouldn't be able to use many mods and stuff on Java because then they wouldn't work on Bedrock, and it would create all sorts of problems. So I was like, I'll wait till they sort that out. It depends on what you're using with it. Because it opens you up to all kinds of cheaters and stuff too. If you're not using download. If you're not using like if you're on Java and you ain't using anti-cheat plugins and anti-cheat mods and stuff like that to kind of keep that stuff at bay. There's so many cheats and shit for Java that aren't available on Bedrock. And if you're doing cross-platform, then you'd have people joining on the Java edition that will just wreck shit. And the problem with the Java mods is they don't work with Bedrock. Like your Bedrock players can join your Java server, but the mods aren't going to be 100% compatible, so they'll get around those, or they'll cause it. I've seen just a number of Reddit posts about compatibility issues, which is understandable. To me, it seems like it kind of defeats the purpose if most of the mods you'd want to use with Java don't work with Bedrock. I mean, you're allowing your Bedrock players to join the server, but if you got a bunch of modded shit on there, they won't have access to it, and it'll look funky for them. It won't be funky for anyone on Java. It'll work fine for the people on Java. Your Bedrock players will join and not be able to see the Java-only mods. So then you can't use any Java-only mods. Like server-side mods would probably work, but any client-side mods that would require, the Java client wouldn't work with Bedrock. The one you bought, I don't know what you mean. The one you bought nails shit on the head. And they say they are releasing the Java and Bedrock compatibility. Not sure. Are you talking about a mod? Wait, did you pay for a Minecraft anti-cheat? That bought. Because like your anti-grief mods and stuff, that's the only reason I'm thinking about it, because those will probably work fine, because those just track, if blocks are broken. And if the person that breaks them is, it says, it basically whitelists players within a certain zone. So if you walk within that block radius and you try to break a block and your player ID isn't listed as capable of breaking blocks in that zone, then it doesn't allow you to break the block. So, that's probably all I'd use it for. Oh, you paid for a server. That's probably all I'd do. The only reason I'm thinking about doing Java mods is just for the anti-grief stuff. I wouldn't the anti-cheats, the stuff that's harder to detect, because there's cheats for Bedrock and there's cheats for Java. And when you do a cross-platform thing like that, Java anti-cheats will catch Java clients trying to cheat, but then your Bedrock clients join in trying to cheat would probably still be able to cheat. I would have to actually test it because there's a number of anti-cheats that claim they catch shit that they don't catch. You know, so like I'm wary of any Java-based server running an anti-cheat that claims it's going to catch Bedrock players cheating, because those are two completely different versions of the game running completely different code that aren't supposed to talk to each other. And the way that I understand the Java mod that allows Bedrock players to join works is it's just tricking the Java version of the game into thinking the Bedrock player is a Java player, but any mods that Bedrock player is going to be running, most of your Java-based mods aren't going to interact with or not be able to detect because it's not written in the same coding language. Shit's just going to break down. Yeah, but a jar file is still, yeah, like I know, like I've read up on it. Like a jar file is still, like jar files are Java, but Bedrock's not written in Java. Bedrock's written in C++. So, completely different coding language. So it depends on the Bedrock mod and how it interacts with the game. And it depends on how the anti-cheat works and how it's doing it. Because if it's like, what cheat was he trying to use? Because there's a number of different Bedrock cheats. Depends on which cheat he was trying to use and what it does in the game. Because some stuff, the Java stuff would be able to detect if it's server side. Like anything having to do with items or, you know, like spawning in items and stuff. Well, those are just cheats that allow access to the commands. So then it could stop the commands. Auto mining, yeah, that's just tracking a player's movement. So you, like, it can do anti-fly, it can do stuff like that. It can track movement, it can track block breaking, it can track, you know, the spawning of items. So it depends on the cheat, because I know that there's several different cheats. Like there's an item duplication thing in Bedrock. There's a way to cheat in Bedrock that'll allow you to have access to server commands in a server that's not yours. You can join any server and basically just open chat and type in a command to spawn yourself items. It'll probably catch those, because the commands are the same on Java and Bedrock. But if it's using, like, you know, if someone's playing on PC Bedrock and using something like Cheat Engine that manipulates the actual code of Bedrock, which is written in C++, well, your Java-based mods aren't going to catch that because it's written in a different language. The cheats and going to be interacting with the game in a different way. So any Java-based stuff would just straight up not see that. So it depends on the cheat, like what the cheat's doing. The cheat's using, there we go, I'm importing my new texture pack. Oh, final 1.0 Ultra HD. Okay, so this is no longer in beta. Okay, I quit using the beta, saying that this is the final version. Just deactivate everything and start fresh. Okay, all packs deactivated. Let's do it. Realistic RTX pack from Minecraft Bedrock. Damn, this thing's a gig. It doubled in size. Beta's 500 meg. It's a gig. It's gonna be the biggest fucking texture pack I've ever put on here. Okay, well, let's put that on there. Connected glass, glowing ores, and my memes for paintings. Do that and let that load and see if it loads that. Loading resource. Whoa! Okay. Yeah, it took away the... Okay, holy cow, man. Alright. Got custom menus too now. Alright, let's load up the game, see what it looks like. Roll this beautiful bean footage. Fucking gig. Excited to see it, although I don't know how it would work. I thought Bedrock had a memory limit to the size of the pack you could load in order to keep things compatible with console and mobile. Yeah, resource pack fallback. I'm not sure if they found a way around that yet. I know modders were saying that there was a limit to how big their packs could be. I thought 500 meg was the limit, but this one's double the size of the last one. This one's a fucking gig. They found around it where it's just a false flag on the go. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. There's something going on here. Visible glass, yeah. Windows look better. All right, yeah, this looks good. Like this. Hate that it says final, because if they update the game again, add a bunch of new shit. Tell me you're done with this pack, you ain't gonna update it no more? That disappoints me.
They finished the armor.
It's got some texture to it. Still got the kind of the default look, but it's all grainy and textured now. Rivets on the icons are the same, but it looks like there's some rivets on the armor now. Textured.
Yeah, why does it look so grainy if the items still look like the regular items?
Yeah, they didn't change the icons. Anything else?
But they did for everything else.
Not everything. Battles just the same. Some of them. So they didn't change all the icons. Changed chicken. Nautilus shell. Yeah, they changed the chicken. That looks better. Just looking to see if anything else sounds. Leads got a new icon. I'm a little disappointed it says final. And so much of it looks like it's still not done. The guy just... I'm assuming he means... If he is done with the mod, I'm assuming he means that he's just... That he just focused on the blocks and not the icons. He didn't give two shits about icons, it looks like. Still some default icons here. Did Tough get...
Oh my fucking god, he's doing it.
Yeah, he actually... Okay, Tough is actually done now, so Tough wasn't textured before. Alright, I need to go grab a bucket of lava. Down into my cave here. Well, no, the issues I'm describing have nothing to do with permissions. They have to do with how the game's coded and how the cheat interacts. Basically, if they're using something like cheat engine, a cheat that like functions outside the game, then your no Java-based mod is going to detect a Bedrock cheat. Oh, look at that. Tough looks good. Tough actually looks pretty good now. Okay. Yeah, no Java-based mod is going to be able to detect a Bedrock cheat engine cheat using a cheat program like Cheat Engine, because that's manipulating the game on a code level, and Bedrock's coded in C++. Java is a completely different coding language. It wouldn't be able to tell. Basically, it would be manipulating the game before it ever got to the server to log in. So lava got a new texture too. Okay. Yeah, so it just straight up wouldn't detect it. Which is expected. Because, again, two separate coding languages. Can't expect something coded in one language to be understood by a different coding language. It's not how that works. It's like asking somebody who doesn't speak Spanish to read Spanish, or to tell that you've written something incorrectly in Spanish. If you don't speak Spanish, you wouldn't be able to tell if it was correct or not to begin with. You don't speak that language. But if it catches the majority of the basic cheats, like, I'm more worried about the ones that the cheats you can use on console and stuff. Like your PC engine, your PC cheats are, like, your hardcore cheaters on PC are using stuff like Cheat Engine, and there's not really a whole lot you can do about that without using an actual anti-cheat program that functions outside the game. You know, that's why stuff like Apex and, you know, games like that have a anti-cheat that runs before the game launches, because they're catching cheats that happen outside the game. No Java plugin is going to catch that. Even on Java, like, it's still not going to catch that stuff. They can catch basic stuff, but even then, if they try to be too aggressive, they'll false flag things. That tends to be a problem. Because I've tried running some of those anti-cheats on Java back when I ran a Java server, and a lot of the problem with those is the way they try to catch cheats is by just looking for abnormal behavior with characters in the game. I need cobblestones. And that's what they try to do. They try to catch abnormal behavior in the game. So that since they can't catch the cheat from outside the game, they catch abnormal behavior that happens in the game. And I ended up with a lot of falsely banned members of my server. That didn't happen until after the server had been running for a while, because, you know, it would try to catch speed hacks basically by detecting if you move too fast, which I know Minecraft has that built in, but some plugins for Java take it to a different level, do it a different way. But then we got to a point where people were getting Lytras and things that legitimately let them move really fast, and the anti-cheat was catching it, even though it shouldn't be catching it.
Are you fucking kidding me?
So there's a lot of different ways to do anti-cheat. Depends on how they're doing it on Java.
No community forums.
Like I said, I'm very tempted to try this, and we may run a test server with it just to try it out. I may start a Java server just to test it. The other reason I haven't really pushed the Java server thing too hard for the cross-platform thing is I run the server on the same PC I used to stream with, my dedicated streaming PC, which isn't the best PC in the world. It's not meant to be. It doesn't have a graphics card or anything in it. It's just meant for, got a decent processor, and that computer serves one purpose, and that is to, serves one purpose, and that is to the one purpose it serves is to, I need to make 4 more cauldrons, 3 more cauldrons. Okay. The one purpose it serves is to handle my stream, so that my computer is not being bogged down while I'm trying to play video games. But I decided to run a Minecraft server on it because specifically tried it with the Bedrock server because the Bedrock server is so lightweight it doesn't require a lot to run a Bedrock server. It doesn't require as beefy. Your computer doesn't have to be as beefy to run a Bedrock server as it does to run a Java server. Set the player limit low, then I don't have to worry about it being bogged down. If I'm running a Java server and then I'm running mods on top of it and all that other stuff, I'm gonna basically need a whole dedicated computer again. Just easier to run a Bedrock server. Easier in general.
Reverse helmet.
7. So, I don't know. I may try to run one as a test and just try to run some basic mods and see if the computer can handle it, and then just let some people try to join from Java and some people try to join from Bedrock and test out that way. Because I'd only want 2 real mods for it, or 2 real modding purposes for it, both of which doesn't even matter if you're running Bedrock or Java, because you won't be able to see them in the game anyway, and that's kind of the point. I would want anti-grief stuff, which doesn't matter if you're running Bedrock or Java. You won't be able to see them. You'll just interact with them and go, oh shit, Okay. So that's kind of the purpose of that, is to just keep people from being able to grief stuff and to have some rollback in case someone does grief on the server. There's some mods on Java that allow you to roll back specific areas of the map while the server's live. It'll keep a history of the blocks. Okay, that's a little turn the well in the center of town into a lava farm. Thank you for the favor, Miss Smile. Something like World Guard. Not so much World Guard. There's other ones. I forgot the name of the one I used to use. It wasn't World Guard. Like, I don't want to guard the whole world. I want to give player control of it. But there was one, I forgot the name of it. Like, maybe it was Core Protect. I can't remember. I remember you used a golden shovel, and players could mark their own, and you could do like and it had a built-in economy. So I'd have to run an economy plugin, which I don't know how that would work with access that. But you'd have to run an economy plugin, which I think you could set it up to use in-game items, so that would be the workaround there. Yeah, I think you could set it up to use in-game items, so you wouldn't need to use like an economy plugin. You could just set it so that you pay for it with emeralds or with an item, instead of having to use, an actual made-up in-game currency that a mod would do. I want to keep it as close to vanilla as possible, but with just extra protections. But you would use a golden shovel and basically mark the corner of your one corner, 2 corners, 2 opposite corners of a square to draw the square, and then everything inside that square, you would have control over. And then they could add players as whitelisted within their, so if they had a buddy they wanted to help them build, they could let their buddy build on their land, and that would protect their little area of land. And since we're doing a city block based system for our town that we're building, I would, just mark each thing of land and give each person individual permission on that land. And if they wanted extra plots of land outside of the city, well, then they'd have to pay for that with the in-game currency and use a golden shovel. I'd give them one for free in town. So that would protect the plots of land and keep people's houses from being griefed. It's probably grief prevention, sounds right. And then I would want Dyn Map to have for navigation, so people could pull up a Google Earth style map of the server. Plus, those look really cool. But that probably would require me to have a beefier PC, because that's a lot of extra work on the PC to generate a live Google Earth style map of the server that you can pull up in a web browser. And that had the bonus of allowing people on a web browser. Yeah, it's easy to set up. It's just really taxing on the PC. Like, you need a lot of hard drive space for that. The bigger your world gets, the bigger those Dynmap files get, and generating that map and, you know, in real time as people explore the map and stuff. It you gotta have a good PC or it'll lag the server and lag your PC. It starts out simple enough, but I ran that on one server and we got a pretty big map. I ran the same map for 2 years, and by the end of it, Dynmap was using like 20 to 30 gig of hard drive space just on Dynmap. And then as it tries to keep track of all those chunks that are already loaded, because every time someone alters a block somewhere on that map, it has to reload that chunk, and it's a lot. It's a lot of work on the PC. It's not so bad at first, but as your map gets bigger, Dynmap has to work harder. Dynmap's great though, and it has the added bonus of letting people who are logged into on a web browser, like, just try it. I used to pull it up on my phone. Just go to the Dynmap link on my phone to pull up the server's map, and you can view it Google Earth style. You could set it up so people have to log in with the same, you know, Xbox Live gamer tag. They'd log in on the actual server, so then you could chat with people in the game from the web browser, and it would just show up on the in-game chat. And when people talked on the map, a little speech bubble would pop up above their heads, so you could see where everybody was. You could actually use it to navigate in real time from the overworld back to world spawn or back to your house or wherever you wanted. And it does all the things that Wolf Waffle would want done. So you could actually set signs up in game that would show up as markers on the Dynmap that you could view in a web browser. So you could set your own custom markers that only you could see when you were logged in. Other people wouldn't be able to see your markers. So it worked per player. Yeah, like functionality on that thing was great. That was one of my favorite mods on Java. It's the thing I miss the most. But it does tax your PC a lot. Takes up a shitload of hard drive space as your map gets bigger. And if I could make that work so that people on Bedrock could log in and use it, then that would be my reason to go back to Java. But again, I am running it on the same PC I'm using for my streaming PC. And if running the server is going to lag my stream, or vice versa, then it would be a no-go.
What's going on, man?
Oh, I know.
Hello?
You can preload Dynmap the first time when you first set it up, so it'll preload all the chunks that are already loaded. But what I'm saying is, like, as people explore your map and generate new chunks, because Dynmap's not going to load chunks that haven't been generated yet. It's only going to load what you've already generated. You know, I've used it before. And as people are exploring and making your map bigger, Dynmap then has to add those new chunks and has to generate them into the and it's doing that all live while the server's running. Plus tracking everybody's movement, plus tracking every individual block placement, because it's always monitoring for blocks that are being broken and replaced so that it can change the map accordingly, so that as people build stuff on the map will update with their structures. And the bigger the map gets, the more it has to do that, the more taxing it is on PC. You can set it to preload an area, but it's not going to preload the whole. I've used it before, I said. It's not going to preload an infinite map. It'll preload an area. But once people start exploring outside that area and your map keeps getting bigger and bigger, it's got to load that as it's loading. The point is you either have to set world borders and have it preload that whole border, which means then your players can't travel outside of that. You're locking them into a set, play area. If you want it to keep the world infinite so that people could just keep exploring and this map could last you years, Dynmap's not going to load an infinite amount of space. It's not the way it works. You can't preload an infinite amount of chunks. The mod's not going to do that. If you're going to argue with me and tell me I'm wrong, you've been lied to. That's not possible. You're asking a mod to load infinity. Not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. Like, I know you can preload in a set area, like X number of chunks or whatever. Because I used to do that. I used to set a world border for my world, preload Dyn map so that it would preload that area. You know, however many blocks, 1,000 block radius or whatever from spawn as my world border. Then I shut the server down, remove the world border so that people could travel outside of it and load it back up. And that was just the, that's just what I would load to start it up with. But it's not going to load your world for you infinitely. You can load a set amount of space, but it's not going to load an infinite amount of your world. So what I'm saying is the longer you have Dyn map, the longer you have your server. Eventually, people are going to travel into an area that it hasn't loaded yet, and the more people travel around your map, the more it has to load that stuff. And the bigger the map gets, the more blocks it has to constantly monitor to check and see if they've been broken or not. So it does get taxing on your PC. You need a pretty beefy PC to run Dyn map if you're going to have a large map that you plan to stick with for years. I'm sure they've added more functionality to it, but the more of that stuff that you try to preload and the more you're telling it to monitor, the more taxing it gets on PC. So I wouldn't so much want to do that, because that, again, this PC is the same PC I use for streaming, and it's kind of a cheap PC. I built it with leftover parts from old PCs, so it's not the greatest in the world. It does the job. It'll stream my stream without... The whole purpose of me even trying to build a separate computer for streaming was so that... Mainly for Warzone. Because I could not play 60 frames per second Warzone while trying to stream on the same PC I use to game with. So I ended up building a separate PC with leftover parts from, older PCs as I built myself a new PC, and I gave my wife my old one. I took her old PC, and some old parts, and started Frankensteining some shit together and made a dedicated streaming PC so that it works, but this PC won't do a lot of stuff. Like, I can get one scene transition out of it, and even that lags sometimes. Like, I can do, like, it'll capture the video. And the video will never lag no matter what I'm doing in game. And I don't lose any frames in game, and that's the whole point, is so it doesn't... Streaming won't affect my gameplay. And that's the whole reason I do it. So that's first and foremost. So I'd have to be able to run the server on the same PC I'm running my stream on without lagging my stream and without lagging the server. Easy to do with Bedrock. Bedrock's super lightweight. The whole server is only like 100 meg. I mean, it's crazy tiny. Oh, is that what a magma block looks like now? Oh, that's pretty dope. I just updated my texture pack, so I'm looking at blocks. And what all changed. They updated the texture pack with this new update.
How you been, Def?
I'm good. I'm just working on the new server here. I'm also kind of wait until we get to the point where there's enchantments, because I want everybody to enchant as much shit as possible, and then tell me if enchantments start disappearing from your items like they did on the old server, because on the old map, because I'm convinced that it's not the map. I think it's the game. I think it's a bug in Minecraft itself right now that I'm hoping maybe got sorted out, maybe didn't. I don't know, I'm thinking it was a bug in the game, because I knew that they had some bugs when they launched Caves and Cliffs. And supposedly they're working on them. So I'm thinking that might be one of them.
Well, had anyone else reported?
I mean, there have been a number of different... I didn't go through all the reports, but I know that they're...
Oh, no, I just mean in our group. Did it happen to anyone else?
Not that I know of. But we haven't had anybody enchant stuff on the new map yet, so I'm checking the new... Wait until we get to that point on the new map, because if it happens on this map, then I'll know it's the game and not the map. Because this map wasn't generated until after Caves and Cliffs came out. So it's not a compatibility issue with the map if it happens on this one. If it happens on this map, then that means, okay, it's not the map. We can go back to our old map then and just, I don't know, deal with the bug until Mojang sorts it out. I don't think it happened to me on that map, but I keep a whole lot of enchanted. Did it happen to the gear while you were wearing it, or did it happen while it was stored in a box?
Holding it, yeah.
While you
Holding
wearing
it.
Okay, because
Holding it. It was my pickaxe. I was holding my pickaxe.
I didn't know if you had it stored in a box and then you went to take it out of the box
yeah,
and it was missing enchantments. Because I keep all my enchanted stuff on me for the most part. Very few enchanted things do I keep stored. I kind of just do enchantments as I need them.
Which way have you set up shop? From spawn.
So there's a big mountain kind of area slightly to the right of where you spawn. I just run past that and keep going straight until you see a village. You could also probably just build a 1x1 tower and see a village.
I can see your tower.
Okay. Yep. We didn't go too far.
I can see. I can see your long phallic dirt block.
Yeah, we tried to put a few landmarks there to help you find your way. There's 2 villages. When you get to the first village, just keep running through that village. And there's another village directly past that one around the second one. And again, there's another tower at the second village we're at. So when you get to the first village, you should be able to see another tower that'll lead you to the second village. And they're not far apart. You can see one from the other. I'm moving my tree farm. That's what What concerns me about doing the mod that allows Java and Bedrock players to play together is there's some things that are only available in Bedrock. Mechanics that only work in Bedrock don't work in Java, or they work differently in Java than they do in Bedrock. That's not a mod, that's by design. They changed some shit when they for Bedrock that they didn't change for Java because they didn't want to. I don't know. It's the way that Java functions differently. Some stuff that just functions differently between the two. Some are minor, some are not. So curious to see how those would work with this mod. Apparently there's a mod that allows Java players or Bedrock players to join Java servers and play with Java players. But as you can imagine, there's a lot of mods for Java that just aren't going to work for the Bedrock. Specifically, any mod that adds new items to the game. Bedrock players just wouldn't be able to see them because they can't download the mod. No mod, no items. They just wouldn't see those items and stuff.
Be surprised if it crashed there at the end of the game.
Yeah, I'm curious to see what would happen if there was a server who was running that kind of stuff. Because I know you're limited on what you can do with it, and that's nothing they can do about that. There's just unless those mods find a way to get those modded items into the Bedrock version, then they're basically joining a server that's asking them to use items that Bedrock doesn't know exist, and they don't have the mod to tell Bedrock it exists, so they just won't have access to those items. It's just impossible without them having the mod installed on Bedrock. And if the mod isn't available for Bedrock, then they're just kind of shit out of luck. So if you're going to run that and want full compatibility with all your users, you wouldn't be able to run any mods that don't work on Bedrock. That change items, you know, stuff like an administrative mod like Dine Map or something that just adds a map or something outside the game, or you know, stuff like anti-grief that just keeps people from breaking blocks. Like those will probably work fine. It's specifically the mods that would add new items or add new mechanics to the game that aren't available in vanilla Bedrock. Trying to think what items Bedrock has that Java doesn't. I mean, they finally added candles to both of them. I think one of them had candles for a long time and the other one didn't. And there's probably a few others. I think a lot of the blocks specific to Bedrock are specific to the Education Edition. When a server has Education Edition features on. Like there's whole NPCs and stuff in Bedrock that aren't in Java for Educational Edition. Like the Education Edition of Bedrock is a completely different thing. But most servers don't run that. No, I'm talking about when you use a mod on Java to add items that aren't in Bedrock. That aren't in the vanilla game. When you start adding new machines and new mechanics, you know, feed the beast type stuff. Like those kinds of mods. 'Cause I've seen some crazy mods, like ones that allow you to build, you know, robots and machines and auto farmers and stuff in Java and that require extra items that you can't get in Bedrock. You know, I can't think of one off the top of my head, but, well, like rubies, for instance. Like, I've seen mods for Java that add items like new ores, like rubies and sapphires and that kind of thing. Obviously, anyone on Java, anyone on Bedrock wouldn't be able to see any of those new items. Any of the gear associated with them, any of those items, like, they just wouldn't show up. They just wouldn't work. Curious to see what would happen if you ran a server with those mods and then ran the cross-platform mod at the same time and had someone from Bedrock join your Java server. Because they wouldn't have access to those modded items. Would it just crash their game, or would they be able to still keep playing, but those items would just be invisible for them? That's just the way all mods have worked forever. You know, like the classic example is, you know, if you're playing a game where someone's modded a skin into their version of the game, you see it a lot back in Quake 2 days, or hell, if you're doing something like Street Fighter 5 now, or, you know, you go on to Street Fighter 5 with a modded character skin, like putting Mega Man in the game, for instance, over top of an existing player. Well, the person you're playing against online, if you had a mod that turned Ryu into Mega Man on your Street Fighter 5, but then you played online with someone who didn't have that mod, they would just see your character as Ryu. Only you would see the Mega Man. So, and that's just the way mods work. Both people involved have to have the same mods installed to see the same thing. Yeah, but if it's adding items into the game, it's not just server side. Like, it has to be installed on the client too. Otherwise, those items don't exist in the client for the client to use the said items. And I'm talking about items that don't exist in the base game, like those mods that add new machines you can build or new ores you can use, like rubies and sapphires and that kind of shit. So naturally, those wouldn't work.
I wonder how extensions would work. Is there some extensions that don't require you to download anything, that just kind of work?
Anything server side, I imagine, should probably work. As long as it doesn't manipulate the base game items. As long as it's not referencing something that isn't in the base game. If it's just manipulating a function of something that's already in the base game, you know, like a grief prevention one that stops people from breaking blocks, or that's just modifying the way that you interact with base game items. So that should work. But if it's adding a new item into the game that doesn't exist without the mod, not going to work. for your Bedrock players who can't download that mod. Is what I would imagine. And I'm just curious to see, like, well, I mean, I know for a fact that they wouldn't be able to see the items. They don't have the mod installed. But what would happen if they tried to play on that server? Would it kick them out? Would it crash your game? Like, I'm curious to see, like, how the Bedrock client would react to the server trying to reference stuff that doesn't exist. Yeah, if you have a server running Geyser, put something on Geyser that changes items, that adds new items into the game. Any mod that adds a new item. That adds a new item into the game, like a new ore, a new type of armor, something like that. And then have a Bedrock player join, who of course doesn't have access to that mod because that mod doesn't exist on Bedrock, and see what happens when they run into somebody who's using that item, or when they're given that item by another player and they try to pick it up, you know, like that. I'm curious if it would just. I know that they won't be able to see the item in the game. That would be impossible for them to see something that's not in their game, in their version of the game they're playing. But would it just cause their game to crash, or what would actually happen? More just an experiment. Curious to see like how the game would handle that. If I did decide to try to do a Java server again, I wouldn't add anything into the game that wasn't already there. Nothing that would manipulate the blocks of the game or add new blocks or add new items. The main reason I'd want to run a Java server would... Ah, shit! Damn it, I'm sorry! Too fucking many of y'all. Only broke a beehive. How long does it take the bees to de-aggro? Come hide. Accidentally broke a beehive. Raining, it was dark, I couldn't see it. Yeah, you definitely have to tell. I'm just curious to see how it would react, because I know for a fact it wouldn't allow you to see the item, but like would the client crash? The only thing I'd want to run on a Java server would be just the added quality of life stuff, the added administrative privileges. You know, the ability to protect a plot of land so that only the owner of that plot of land can alter the blocks inside of it. So then people can't join the server and wreck your shit. People couldn't run in your house and steal your items because they wouldn't, you know, like I would want the mod that allows you to lock chest, for instance. So then people could run in your house and they wouldn't be able to open the chest. Only people authorized inside that plot of land could interact with chests and could interact with blocks and do all that shit. You could essentially just, you know, I could give Ozzy a plot of land that says only Ozzy can build on this plot of land. Anybody who walked onto his plot of land would basically be put into adventure mode while they're in his plot of land. Then they would be able to interact with chests. They wouldn't be able to break any blocks, wouldn't be able to place any blocks, none of that shit. Until Ozzy, you know, whitelisted that player on his plot of land. I can do that for each individual person who joins the server and gets a new plot of land. You know, everybody would get their own free plot of land that allowed them to basically authorize people to build, and it would be protected. And I like the way Grief Prevention did it, where it uses an item in the game and you could set it up to use a currency in the game, like emeralds or something. So if you wanted more plots of land outside the city and you wanted to start protecting plots of land, you'd have to spend emeralds or spend a currency to do it. What? Fine, but you can have it if you want. I never drank it. Made it and didn't drink it. No, it's mine. Yeah, it's mine. I can't see shit. Goddamn forest. About to become a bee farm instead of a wood farm. Too many fucking beehives. All these trees keep spawning with beehives on them. Look at all. I think we got bees. We got a whole bee forest over here. I was just trying to make a tree farm, but all these trees kept spawning with bees on them. I'd mainly just want quality of life mods. Like, I'd want the administrator mods to give me the ability to protect my player's stuff. I'd want the mod that would make a Google Earth style, you know, I'd want DynMap make a Google Earth style map of the server that people could view in a web browser, which would help with navigation. You know, I'd want the tree chopping mod, so you can break the bottom block on a tree and the whole tree falls. Yeah, stuff like that. Little quality of life stuff. Nothing that would actually manipulate or add any new blocks or gameplay elements to the game. Then I also put myself in the position where I have to resist the urge to... I have to resist the urge to use world edit. Problem I had before, especially when I was building my city, it got so tempting to just... A lot of my Minecrafting felt pointless because I could just use world edit. Create an entire city at the click of a button instead of having to actually build it. Felt like I was cheap. If I did use world edit, that's all it would be for. So when a new person joined the server, I could just add a new city block to our city without having to spend an hour farming materials and building a whole new city block. Hard to resist that temptation to build a house that way or all that stuff. I don't know, I'm tempted to use the... See, the problem is there's so many, like, tempting ones I'd want to use that would make the game a little too easy, I think. Quality of life stuff. If the blueprint mod worked, though, I might would use that one, too. Like, the more I think about it, the more I remember mods I used to use that I was like, oh, that'd be cool. There was basically a mod, Ozzy, that worked like blueprints in Creativerse.
Yeah.
That's where Creativerse got the idea. It was originally a Minecraft mod that allowed you to copy existing structures in the game, make a blueprint of them, and you could sell them to friends, or you could download blueprints from somewhere else. And, you know, you'd make a chest and then click on the chest with a blueprint, and it would basically, as long as you had all the items needed to build the structure in the chest, and then you clicked on it with the blueprint, it would just build the structure for you. So it's a little better than Creativerse, as in you wouldn't have to manually build the item, build the structure. Once you had all the parts in the chest, it just built it for you. Yeah, but there was another mod that allowed you to do it with your players with an actual, like, in-game mechanic, so that you didn't, like, I know World Edit allows you to load schematics, and then you could just, because that's how I would do it. I would make the city block into a schematic, and every time a new person joined, I would just make a new city block and load the city block, the schematic for the city block, etc. Yeah, like, I've used World Edit, but there was another one that allowed you, I can't remember what it was called, but it allowed you to basically place a chest down, and then you'd put a sign on the chest with the blueprint. I think it used the schematics that were built into World Edit, but it allowed regular players to use them, not just the admin, but you did it through an in-game item. You'd put a chest down, and then you would type in the schematic on the sign. You'd put a sign on the chest, you type in the schematic on the sign, and then the sign would automatically fill itself out with what you needed. Like if you needed cobblestone and wood, it would say cobblestone and then tell you how many you needed, and then wood, how many you needed. And it would tell you like how many of, you know, each item you needed. And if you had a really like complex structure that used a ton of different items, you'd have to put, I think you could put like 2 or 3 items per chest, whatever would fit on a sign. And then you'd have to put another chest with, and then that's, you know, you'd link them together. And then you'd have to fill those chests with the items that were on the sign. And once it detected that those items were in the chest, it placed them where they go in the schematic. And then it would build the structure for you. I do kind of miss that, but I don't miss it at the same time because it did make building not as impressive, because when you saw someone who had a really impressive build, there was always that question in the back of your mind of, did they build that themselves, or did they just load a schematic and fill up a chest with items and have it built for them? You know, did they do it from a blueprint or did they build it themselves? So it kind of took some creativity out of the game, which is great for those people who aren't real good at building stuff, but it's also kind of takes that whole creative element out of like one of the big draws of Minecraft is being creative and building some impressive looking shit, and then people see it and they know that you built that by hand and how much work you put into it. And when you have a mod that allows you to instantly build stuff without having to put in the work, you just farm the items. Kind of makes your town and the stuff you see on it a lot less impressive. And the whole idea behind my town is it's 100% player built, like this. Oh, damn, that just spit out a ton of bees. It makes our town more impressive when you look at it and you know that our players built that town by hand, and it encapsulates the personality of the people on our server, because no one built it for them. They had to use their own imagination. They had to use, you know, their own creativity. It adds personality to the town, basically.
They had to go out and get the stuff themselves.
Yeah, and build it themselves. So they couldn't, you know, Google a really cool looking structure and boom, have it in the game. They had to do it themselves, which made it more impressive when you saw it, because it made a lot of the stuff more original, because you could go, that's kind of added personality to the server, because it meant that every structure there was created by and built by the people in the server, and it came from their brains. It wasn't built for them. Even if they were inspired by something on Google, they still had to build it themselves. And I know you can get on Google and Google blueprints and try to recreate them in the game yourself, but it's not the same as having it auto built for you. Okay, the god rays as I break leaves. That's pretty cool. Ray tracing is awesome. Okay, the new version of this, a lot better than the old. Handle light a lot better than it did before too. Any more trees growing? Done growing trees in this area. This area is crawling with bees now. all the wood blocks in this. Get rid of the floating trees. Cut down trees this way. Yeah, that would be one of the major quality of life fixes I would get. Be the one that automatically broke trees when you broke the bottom block on a tree. Get the Java version of that mod, not the Bedrock version. The Java version's a lot better. Bedrock version required you to crouch and would sometimes break trees just because you crouch next to them because you crouch too close to a tree or something. It was buggy. Box of wood hiding in these leaves. Got them all. Nope, there's one. God rays. Oh. Whiskey. Yep, no shaders necessary. Just turn on ray tracing. Runs so much better than trying to run shaders on Java too. There's some impressive looking shaders on Java, but you got a beast of a PC to run that shit. I can't remember the name of the mod, but yeah, it was basically a mod that allowed regular players to interact with the schematic functional world edit. And it did it through a chest in the game instead of using commands. Waffle, if you're talking, I see your thing lighting up, but I can't hear anything you're saying. I don't know what's going on there. Discord fucking up? Ozzy, say something.
No, I can hear you.
I was worried I couldn't hear other people. I see you. Sound coming out. He was saying something, or if his mic was just being sensitive. Goddamn bees before they start stinging me again. Dispensers, we can start gathering that honey. Oh god, why do they gotta make that noise? So moist. bed in my house. I can actually go in my house now. Items into this house up here. I made all these beds for villagers to sleep in and reproduce, but all the villagers in our town seem to be dead for some reason. Message on offer up about now. Sell them shit for super cheap. I posted what I'm selling it for. I ain't going any lower than that. Ow! God damn it!
What you selling?
Oculus. Like somebody started to make a map here. Take that map and finish mapping it out. On the walls in here. Storage attic. Where all my shit's gonna be. Put signs above them saying what's in them. Game crashing. Show up as an untextured item. Proper plugin that adds items, not just custom model data. Yeah, like you need to find one that doesn't just add in items. I figured that might happen. It would just show it as like that untextured item, whatever the non-textured thing is. You know, the purple and black square or whatever Minecraft uses for no texture found. I figured it would load that, but more specifically, how it would react to like items that have a new function that isn't there in the base game. So now you've got this unspecified item in your inventory that does an unspecified thing. I mean, obviously it's going to break the game for non-Bedrock players. Like ideally you don't want to use that. You don't want to use mods that do that. Can. I imagine you probably still can. But ideally you wouldn't want to. Free farm over here. Massive tree farm right here. I'll go in right there too. Why the fuck not? Compatibility side of things with the mixing Java and Bedrock does have me curious. Sure, a lot of it'll break down. Oh shit. Sorry guys. And more. Back one somewhere. Plant an ass load of trees here. Everything I've found so far has been waiting to be paid for? What do you mean? I'm talking about free mods. I would never fucking pay for them. That's blasphemy. Never do that. I don't do paid mods. The whole point behind PC modding is that free fan-made content that extends the life of your game. Bethesda learned the hard way. PC players don't want to pay for mods. It's blasphemy. Oh, that's gonna make for a crazy looking tree. All the stuff that adds completely new items has been wanting money. Tired to do more digging at the moment. Yeah, nah, don't do paid mods. You run across some guy trying to sell you a Minecraft mod, you tell him to jog on. Not gonna happen. Check out Forge. First Forge. And it's been a while since I looked on Curse Forge, but I know there's a ton of free shit on there. I didn't know people were starting to try to sell mods now. But yeah, don't support that shit. Can't find nothing on Curse Forge. You can always check something like Nexus Mods or Game Banana. One of the modding sites. Gonna look good. Now I gotta go trip into the nether and collect some glowstone, finish out my house.
Is yours the one on the lake?
Yeah, I made a lake house this time. I didn't try to do anything too fancy this time. I just went with my standard house design I usually go with. Just made it out of brick because I saw a ton of clay in the lake and I was like, I can make a house out of that. There we go. Just kind of overlooking the town. I'm gonna put a dock behind it with a fishing spot and a boat dock. Stuff to make it look cool. Where's another portal at? Isn't it by Wolf Waffle's house? I'm gonna go look for some. Gonna go look for Good look for glowstone. I need gold armor, so I don't get instantly attacked by fucking hoglins when I go in there. Ow. Do I already have a piece of gold armor? No. Grab the minimum needed. In fact, I'll take my gold ingots in there with me to trade with him if I run into him.
I've been digging down, so
All right, well, I'll leave you digging then. I'm running into the nether. Night, Icy. I mean, if you ever want to jump on Bedrock and join our server, we're running a Bedrock server right now. And part of it was just me being curious to run a Bedrock server. They're so easy to set up and just run a vanilla server. They're so lightweight. It was kind of a free thing I could do on the extra PC I had sitting over here. And I'm always curious to see what the differences are with Bedrock and Java. This gives me an excuse to actually explore. Okay. Texture seems broken on zombie pigmen. Texture pack. New version of this texture pack seems to have a texture for zombie pigmen. Ah, damn it. Oh, buddy. I didn't kill him with his own magma block. Come on, buddy. Yeah, what you got? What you got? Kill him that way then. Yeah, I need a bow. Yeah, some of the textures on this just don't seem to be as good as they were before. It seems like this texture's missing. Gas are ugly as shit. Let's see if there's another version of this mod. It said it was the final version. I'm thinking there may be. Maybe I downloaded another beta one, maybe a slightly newer version of the mod. Glowstone dust. I feel like the new texture for lava, even if it's not flowing anymore. Yeah, this can't be the final version of this texture pack. It's definitely missing some stuff. ground. A shovel. Gravel for this instead of dirt. But oh well. Started. Glowstone I missed. There's a hog on I could trade with. Go trade a little bit. Come here, buddy. I got some gold for you. Want some gold? Where you going? Goldwood. And one for you too. Trade with two of you at once. Stuff y'all need. Put boots on? Oh, he dropped boots and then immediately put them on himself. That sucks. Traded with me and stole my item. Asshole. Bad businessman. Walked off on me. Iron nuggets. Got some ender pearls. What else you got for me? Ender pearls, obsidian, crown obsidian, gravel, nether bricks, blackstone. Oh man, give me some good. Give me obsidian, give me something good. Got a few more bars left. Trade with me. Gunpowder. Brown obsidian. Alright, I'll get out of here. Well in the center of town is now a lava generator. Oh, free lava.
Yeah, I saw that. Need 2 more spikes, but
Yeah, I only had 2 spikes to work with. Yeah, it was enough to get me started. I figured, hey, I can repurpose the... give the well a purpose. Ow, ow, ow.
Close your eyes. Would you dream for next to me, but does this work? 'Cause then I can't get to you. I like the chase, and I know you do too. Am I just in love with the idea of you? 'Cause across a million seas, would you do that for me? Yeah, I'd fly this whole world twice if I could be your paradise.
Bunch of leather. Hey. $50. Okay. Yeah, I got a good number of lights there.
Close your eyes, will you dream for me some paradise? Tell me who you see, 'cause I think I know what you mean to me. What you mean to me, but does this work? Only 'cause we never say what we think. Waiting for the perfect way. Time zone speak. Got me on delay. 'Cause across a million seas, would you do that for me? Goddamn world 3 times, and I run all the red lights across a million seas just to have you next to me. Paris and Tokyo, I'll go where I have to go. Screw geography, but would you do that for me?
Oh, the game loaded. Love it. for him here. I just need Carl. There. Waiting on how I want to design the rest of this very basic house I've designed. Oh boy. Yeah, that's unfortunately that's most streaming sites like that. You're gonna get more attention if you have boobies. Absolutely correct. I don't have the required equipment to get instant attention when I start streaming. Sad but true.
I don't know. It just depends on what demographic you're going after.
Yeah, I think everybody from Plex went over here, but that tends to be when I see a male streamer that's just got a ton of views and stuff. I'll click on the stream and check it out, just out of respect, because it's so much harder to get that amount of attention as a male streamer. So if they've got that level of viewership, then it usually means I need cheers. Then it usually means that they're putting on a pretty good show. Because you can get a decent amount of attention as a female streamer without doing a whole lot. You know, just by being pretty. Like you'll get instant viewership just 'cause pretty when you're a female streamer. But that'll only get you so far. So in order for a male to get that same amount of attention, they got a ton of viewers, then that means that they're doing something beyond just being pretty. Oh, I'm not worried about anybody taking my spotlight. Like I said, I got respect for people who can get. You can get the views, man. Get them. I welcome the competition. More streamers just means more viewers. That's all that means. More options people have to use the site, the more new attention it's going to bring to the site, and the more new eyes you could get on your content. So, you know, I don't look at other streamers as competition. I look at them as just, we're all on the same team here. If I was a girl, I may look at it differently. Girls tend to see it as competition because it is. But for guys, it's just the more of us there are. You know, the more options people have, the more likely they are to stay on the site, and eventually some of them will stick with you, and some of them won't. And, you know, it's the name of the game, man. Gearing up a ton of sheep here. I should probably make a lead and try to round some up to bring back to dye them so I can get. I haven't decided what color to make the floors in my house. I'm just gonna go with white right now. Why would that end everything? Say what?
You going with white wool? Are you racist against the other wolves?
Nah, it's just what's available right now. Easiest to get right now. Thought it would color.
Oh, so you're saying white wool is easy?
Yeah, it's pretty easy. Why would that effectively just end everything though? I don't understand that either. Yeah, the new version of this texture pack is pretty plain Jane with the NPCs here. Something's got to be off. Something, right? I mean, look at this. Look at this little guy. Got nothing to him, man. No texture, no nothing. Yeah, I'm looking at you. Still got villagers at this village, so I need to come back to this village at night and lock them all in their house so they don't die too. Ready to populate our village with villagers again. After we do like we did in the last server where we wall it off and cover it with lights so nothing can spawn inside of it. Then cart the villagers from this village over to that one. Let them reproduce and then we can cart them back later or something. Or cart our, but well, we only need to take 2 into our town really and just let them start reproducing. Typically, they will put up the role as put women on the stream, taking both spectrums and the viewers themselves. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I thought you meant like when you saw that you would just instantly stop watching. I'm like, why would you stop watching the stream because of that? Yeah, there should be an option for that. I'll agree with that. They are super limited on their options with this site for some. There should be more. I think right now it's because the site just doesn't have enough streamers to want to separate them further with another tag. I said I don't stress it too much right now because even when you like pull up the male streamers on that site, go to filter by males, there's only like 3 of us. There's only like 3 active at any given time. So, you add that extra tag, that just filters it even more. Right now, the added exposure helps. And once the site grows in popularity, then you'll need to start filtering stuff like that to make what you want easier to find. But right now, it's not hard to find. Click on guys, you only get like 3 or 4 to choose from at any given time. So, it's not hard to, doesn't take that much time to go through them and say, okay, I like this one, I don't like that one, you know, blah, blah, blah. I'll agree that option should exist, but I'm not upset that it doesn't exist yet because I don't, it could just be a simple need thing and they may not have a need for it yet. 26. I'm gonna need a lot. Start growing wool faster. Eat that wool, baby. Eat some grass. Grow some more wool. Hey, he grew some back. There we go. Come here. Waiting for you to eat a block of grass so I can snip, snip. Running back and forth between these sheep. I want the wool. Come here. All right, it's your turn. You ain't ate in a minute. Nom nom nom. Nom nom nom. Eat the wool. Nom 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 nom.
Are you saying eat the wool?
Yeah. Eat it. Eat the grass. Make me wool. Whatever. You know what I meant. Snip, snip. What are you, shy or something? You won't eat while I'm looking at you? These other two have already ate twice, but you're just standing there. Snip, snip. Look at that. He still hasn't eaten. Doesn't eaten yet. Eat. Eat the grass, man. Stare at me. With your dead eyes. There you go. Good boy. 37. That's going to be enough to... It's getting dark, so I'm going to head back to town. I don't know if that's... Cover even one floor of my house yet. Do the second floor. I'll leave hardwood floors on the first floor. Second floor. The main reason I want carpet on those upper floors is to cover the lights on the floor I used for the floor below it. Cut the stream a little bit early tonight. Double dip on this one. Caught him as he was eating. Got family coming in the morning.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I was hoping I'd get to sleep in because it's Saturday, but even though the kids don't have school, now we got family coming early in the morning, so I gotta wake up early. Got to stream a little early tonight. I know how the in-laws work. They're gonna be here crazy early in the morning. They don't. When they say morning, it's like 6 a.m. It's like it's not like 9 or 10. It's not like I can sleep.
Early morning.
Yeah.
No.
They're old. It's gonna be early.
Well, I'll see you whenever I can. Not on as much these days now that I've actually got a full-time job.
I see that. That's cool. I completely understand. You do what you gotta do.
They've got me working the nights to learn the systems and that, so...
Yeah, once you've got the job down and they work out a schedule, it'll balance out. It'll die down.
Yeah.
There's growing pains when you first get a new job. Completely. Alright, let's carve it down.
So yeah, I didn't want you to think I'd abandoned you.
It does this. whole stack of carpet. Cover half the room. Yeah. Need a lot more. I'll make a lead and try to get some of these. How are y'all congregating in this one little square right here? What's in that square y'all want so? Weirdest shit ever. Yes. Farm this wheat right here. See if I can get y'all out of that corner. Gotta bake these cows away from the corner. Guess I don't really need feed. Carry a piece of wheat and let them follow me around. That'll work too. Old school way to lead stuff before they added the lead into the game. Leads were more for horses, so you could tie your horse up. You to quit flying around me before I accidentally hit you, and then you get mad. Your fault. Walking in front of the guy swinging wildly in a farmland. He gonna fly in front of me, and I'm gonna slap him, and then he's gonna want to attack me. These are assholes. All right, let's whip some wheat. Go. There you go. Walk away from that corner. And then there you go. Y'all start humping over. Hen from the sheep. Yes. Oh, I can make a painting here. Make one painting. Painting in my house. Just because I got that one little extra piece on. Painting up here. That was pretty. That'll do. About to put that. All right. I got my wheat on me. Let's see if we can lure some sheep back to the house.
Why does this sound really sinister?
Yo, they can get out of that pen, dude.
Yeah, I know. I'm about to put some along next to where that. Put some along the edge next to where that farm. Come on, buddy. See, I can just get you to follow me. You want to eat? You want to eat, buddy? Hey, come on. On it. Just kidding. There, now you can't get up. Start breathing. 4 in there. 2 different colors. I can just dye them as needed, I guess. We in here so I can breed you. Cheap action going on. Need to get dirt. Yeah, I got dirt. Okay. Kakalaka. Props up at Wolf Waffle's house and I call the stream, you know. Wait, full day tomorrow.
Yeah.
Family coming over, taking the kids to go see Sing 2. That's what they want to see. Seen a movie in a theater before, so it's first for them.
Kids, you know how down at the shops a candy bar costs $5? At the movie, it costs $55.
Yeah.
Your wife got a purse?
No, they don't care so much about the candy, but they want that full movie theater experience. They want the popcorn with the liquid butter.
Yeah, you buy the popcorn.
Yep, that's it. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's all I'm buying. I ain't buying no candy. Be like, y'all want the movie popcorn? We'll get the movie popcorn because it's part of that theater going experience. And thanks to COVID, y'all have actually never been to a movie theater. They've kind of it's just been this thing they've seen on TV. We've never actually got to go to one. But they got their COVID shot. Now they've had COVID shots. So I'm like, okay, I'll take y'all to see movies since y'all had your COVID shots now. Feel as worried about taking y'all to what's probably the worst idea during a pandemic. We're only doing this once. It's not just indoors. It's indoors for multiple hours in a room, in a poorly ventilated room filled with other people who also are going to be there for multiple hours and not move. Got all kinds of goodies in your boxes now. Damn. Might have overdid it with the tree farm a little bit. Moved it over there, and now it is just one giant mass of tree.
Hell yeah.
So, if you guys need wood, plenty there. Planted like 140 saplings in one small area. At 2 a.m. I'll call it a little bit early tonight. Yeah, I'm good. Just exit Minecraft here. Stuff up in the chest. Ugh. I'll set an alarm, wake up. It's about the time they're gonna be calling anyway. Alright. I'll see you guys more.
See you, man.
See you, Dodger.
And as for the rest of you wonderful witches, I want to thank you all for watching. If you're new to the stream, we don't normally call it this early, but like I said, I got family coming in the morning. It's been kind of a slow night, and I'm tired. So we're calling it a little bit early tonight. Be sure to follow me on Twitter. All of the socials are located above my head here, unless you're on Plenty of Fish, in which case there's a link down below. Be sure to check out all that plenty of content to get your daily dose of Death Witch, even when I'm not streaming, although I do stream every day starting at around 10 p.m. Sometimes a little earlier, sometimes a little later. That's why you follow me on Twitter. It'll tell you when I'm live. Those are live tweets on Twitter. So when I'm not live, I delete the tweet that says I am. So if you ever see a tweet that says I'm live, go ahead and click on it. There's a 90% chance I'm there. Sometimes I forget. 90% chance I'm streaming. Discord is where the community's at. A couple hundred strong and growing every single day. So be sure to join that. You can make yourself a new best friend, a new gaming buddy, maybe even a new lover. You can see some exclusive videos and stuff on YouTube, some awesome highlight clips on TikTok. There's plenty of content for everyone. Now, though, I'm going to bed. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you wonderful witches tomorrow night. Good night, everybody.